Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 6th of October, whatever tomorrow is. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to get started in like 15 minutes or so. Until then, I will answer questions. If you're coming to this video not live, of course, all the timestamps will be below this video. But on top of all that, the weekly readings will be up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're looking for the weekly readings, they will be up on Sunday, tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But other than that, that's it. Braden, hello. Thank you for being here. Susie, hello. Thank you for being here. And JC, welcome. Thank you for being here. Jesse, hello. Thank you for being here as well. Really appreciate it. Marianne, hello. Welcome. And let me just refresh this real quick. Amanda, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And JC is doing laundry. I did the laundry today, too. All right. Let's answer some questions. Carrie, hello. Thank you for being here. All right. Sandy Rose, thank you so much for the kind words. Really appreciate it. JC, thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat, both of you. Janie, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Janie, you say here, will David Capricorn offer me a commitment like he did in his message? Two of Swords, needing to make a choice. Two of Pentacles, I would say yes. So, yes is what I would say here. So, yes. But Two of Swords is like needing to make a decision. Two of Pentacles also needing to make a decision here. So I feel like there's attraction here, Janie. I mean, this has looked good since day one, but it's just like taking time, obviously. So, but I would say yes. You say, will he get access to his money here in October? Judgment would say yes. So, yes, definitely is what I would say to you, for sure. By the way, for everybody who is, wondering about the background, who like the other background better, I have these lovely lights up now. So we have kind of a background. Until I get my green screen, we do have a background. What you don't know about these lights is that they're actually little spiders for Halloween, but you can't see it on the camera. So, ruined is what I'm going to say about that, but that's all right. Shelby, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for husband's health. King of Pentacles, stable. So this is a card of stability. Knight of Swords. I mean, Knight of Swords could represent like a doctor or something like that, but I feel like it could get to this point of stability if there are problems. This isn't bad. It's not good either. Just like in between. It's nothing, basically. But I feel like he could be working towards stable health. And you say, for your relationship, Nine of Cups, fulfillment. So, like I said, I don't know if you're having problems or not, but this is still a good card. So it can, say that there's fulfillment here. So yeah, Knight of Swords. Although King of Swords. King of Swords could be a divorce. So if you're thinking about divorce, that could be it. But Knight of Cups says it could be worked on. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is about needing to get what you want in a relationship, is what I would say here. That's not really what it means, but that's what's popping into my head for you. So. I feel like you would need to be more bold, is what I'm trying to say in this situation. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. You have the strength card. Patience for you always, Yanni. Every single time I pull cards for you, it's like you get these cards of patience, right? So needing to be patient. Ace of Pentacles, though, offers and getting things that you desire coming in. So I feel like there's something coming in for you, is what I'd say to you, Yanni. Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate it. You say, am I wasting my time with A? Seven of Cups, maybe. To me, this is like internal fears don't exist, as I always say with sevens. But maybe is what I would say to you. Here, let's pull another card. Queen of Cups, I would say no. Seven of Cups just says focus on what you want and you'll get it. So if you want this as a relationship, focus on it, you'll get it. If you don't, then don't. So that's what I'd say to you. But I feel like this is internal fears don't exist. So I would say no. Susie G, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for love this week. You have the Ten of Wands, releasing a burden. Nine of Pentacles, still being single. So I feel like you're releasing things. Hermit, needing to get out into the world here, Susie. So I feel like you need to get out into the world and meet new people, is what I'd say to you. Ten of Wands, releasing a burden. Nine of Pentacles, being single. So maybe maybe you'll be single this week, but Hermit is saying like open up. So I feel like you need to get out there, is what I'd say there. Yeah, Magician. You can have love whenever you want it, but you have to attract it into your life. That's what I'd say to you. Veronica, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Does Bryce like me? Mutual feelings. Nine of Wands, yes, is what I would say to you. Three of Pentacles. I feel like you'd be willing to put the work in. So I'm more flirting, is what I'd say with the Knight of Wands. Whenever I see the Knight of Wands, I always say, more flirting in the situation. The Knight or the Nine of Wands. I don't care which one it is. So that's what I would say there. But, yeah, that's that. Ina, thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate it. You say here, how does B feel? What does he want? His intentions. Seven of Swords. This is internal fears that don't exist. A star. Hoping for fulfillment. Seven of Swords can be like a little bit of a tricky card, Ina, is what I would say to you. Like, if there are any red flags in the situation, is what's popping into my head, then I would pay attention to those red flags. I really don't feel like anything is wrong, though, so is what I'd say with the Seven of Swords. The star, getting a wish, so definitely wanting fulfillment. Six of Cups, soulmates, so that's what I'd say to you. So definitely could be like a relationship coming in here. I feel like you need to like communicate more with him as well. And people always ask me, when will so and so ask me out? I'm like, why don't you do it? If you're like interested in the person, just do it, right? It's like, why does it have to be like one side or the other? So that's what I'd say there. But I do feel like he will with the Ace of Swords. But I do feel like it could be a little bit of time, maybe like a couple months, maybe less. It doesn't really feel like that long, is what I'd say to you. Susie, thank you for the super chat as always. Really appreciate it. You say, what can I do to get what I want? You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Oh my God. Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being really happy, having good things happen for you. This would be a card of making an offer. So if you're thinking about getting love or whatever, this would say make the offer. This would also say focus on your emotions as well. So it'd say like whatever it is you want, think as positively about whatever it is as you possibly can. It says keep your emotions in check. If you do that, you'll get what you want. If you don't, then you won't. So watch your feelings, basically. Keep your feelings positive towards the things you want with that Ace of Cups. Ricky, happy birthday, Ricky, by the way. And for your birthday, you have the World and the Death card. Love this. Ricky, this could be you like wrapping up cycles. And this comes up a lot for people when they like ask for a birthday card, believe it or not. They get stuff like this. So this is like wrapping up cycles or kind of like having things come to an end, basically. So it's like, you are kind of like wrapping things up, moving on to a whole other level because you're, going to be a year older, basically. But also, this would be like reaching goals. So you could be reaching new goals, or you could have goals in your life to transform with this Death card. So you could be like hoping to grow or change or improve your life or whatever. So anything you're hoping to do, that could be a major focus for you here, Ricky. Yeah, Temperance. I feel like you have to be patient. It's like you're patiently waiting for things to improve in your life, but I feel like they are. So I feel like improvements. To me, the Temperance card also says like, and with the World card also, Ricky, could say that, the things that you want in life, there will be a better exchange of energy, meaning like, you work on something, things get returned to you. So I like that, Ricky. Happy birthday, Ricky. San, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Message for October. You have the Devil. Watch out for your bad habits. Ten of Cups. Fortune after difficulty. I would be careful of drinking with these two cards, but other than that, this is actually pretty good. It says, let go of the toxic past and date if you're looking for love, but it could also just say that you are letting go of things that have been holding you back, and now there will be improvements. So there you go, Sam. CJ Woods, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Cards for love this week. You have the Chariot and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you could have love already, CJ, is what I'd say to you, because the Chariot says, like, victory is within your grasp. It is in your control. Eight of Swords says you can have what you want right now. You don't have to wait. So the Eight of Swords to me says, like, it's like unnecessarily keeping yourself trapped. So I feel like you need to set yourself free, get out there, date, meet people, online date, do anything you possibly can. The Chariot says you could have a victory. Yeah, Three Cups. Three Cups is specific to me, CJ, because the Three Cups to me says that you could be finding love through friends, family, or like, through basically a group of people. So it does say, it is a card that says like socialize to find love, or, find social opportunities. It does say like, could also be like love among friends, or like in a friend group, like there could be a specific person who you are interested in, or maybe they're interested in you. That's also a possibility, but really I feel like it's just saying like get out there with friends. I feel like that would be a good idea for you, but that looks pretty good for you is what I'd say there. All right, I think I'm all caught up here. Yes, no. Lauren, thank you for the super chat. You say, how does an old friend feel about me right now after a fight and parting ways a while ago? He's a Capricorn, I'm Taurus. Fears, I feel like they're fearful. At this time, Eight of Cups walking away. Yeah, this would represent a lot of fears. So again, even if they wanted to come back into your life, or even if they wanted to apologize or whatever, This right here, the moon, is like fears about what would happen if they were to do this, Lauren. And the Eight of Cups is just like having emotionally walked away. Page of Cups, I simply asked in my head what will happen in the future. And the Page of Cups would represent like an offer, it could represent an offer of peace, or, an offer to make peace. So if y'all wanted to, again, I feel like you could make an offer of peace. I feel like with that Eight of Cups, though, you would have to be the one to do it with that Eight of Cups, basically. The Eight of Cups says like they have walked away, or they maybe looking at this as a complete loss, basically. But I feel like if you were to approach them, then if you wanted to heal this friendship, then you could, if you wanted to. But like I said, I feel like you would have to make the offer. Yeah, I don't know. You have the Four of Cups. The Four of Wands. I asked for an outcome. Four of Wands is marriage, but again, if this is just a friendship situation, then the Four of Wands would just represent like a celebration or happiness coming in. So I feel like you could make an offer if you wanted to. An offer of friendship, or an offer to kind of like talk to this person again, basically. So that's that. Sandy, did I ignore you? Sandy, I don't think I ignored you, or did I? I don't know. What did you say? It is very possible. Deja, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. By the way, for everybody that's jumping in here, the weekly readings will be up at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow morning. So on Sunday, if you're watching this on Sunday, make sure to check out the weekly readings. They are up on the channel, just so everybody knows. So definitely make sure to check those out. And if you haven't watched them already, the monthlies and the love readings are all up on the channel. So make sure to check out all the readings. They are there. Look at all the leaves. Brandy, hello, by the way. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And Sandy, what did I ignore? I'm not sure. Or is it the green thing? I'm not sure. Actually, Sandy, I am technically wearing green right here. See? So that works. Courtney, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Welcome everybody that's here, by the way. We're going to get started in like 3 minutes, but I'm going to give it the full 3 minutes. Why not? And then we will get started. We will be going in order, as always. So let's get this chart correct. There we go. All right. Barb, hello. Thank you for being here. Look at all the Halloween posting tonight going on. This is crazy. Nirvani, thank you. Really appreciate it. And Ninja, hello. Yeah, Ninja, no typing and driving there. So don't. Sandy, I knew you would love that. So that's fine. Deja, have a good time at the gym. That sounds like a blast, I'm sure. But, alright. Enough babbling. Let's get started. Aries. Let's see what we got for you, Aries people. And, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you. Aries. Alright. Aries, you have the King of Swords and the Page of Wands. This could be love. Could be an air sign coming in for some of you. I think you've had air in the past. Aries showing up for you in love. So it could be an air sign. It could also be, I always say, like, the King of Swords to me can just be someone who's very, like, mature, who's very hardworking, who's very successful. And it could be somebody older than you. It's not always true, but it could be true, Aries, that it could be somebody older than you. For others, I feel like this is you separating away from a mentor. To me, this is pretty specific, because the King of Swords, it can represent a mentor or somebody you're learning from. Not only that, the Page of Wands can represent walking away from a mentor, but it's more like along the lines of graduating. So, if you've been learning from somebody for a long time, you could almost be graduating, is what's popping into my head. Some of you, I feel like, could be graduating from school, or like leaving school, or you could be leaving some sort of training, and this is kind of like a good card. It's also a good card, like if you're moving out or from your parents, maybe, it could be one of those types of graduations as well. For others, I feel like this is you kind of like jumping out of the nest in a bigger way. So you could be like leaving a job and starting a business, which would be pretty huge. Or maybe for some of you, I'm getting like a lot of firsts. Like you could be buying your first car, you could be buying your first house, or something like that. Feels like a pretty, something like that. Next, you have the Two of Cups here. and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, definitely could be new love coming in for you. Like I said, you have pretty much every single sign here. This is just a general reading, Aries. So, and not only that, it's just a daily reading. So it could be any sign that's coming in for you in love. But I definitely feel like there is love coming in for you with these two cards. It could be an earth sign, like I said. Page of Pentacles to me just says that it's someone brand spanking new. As I always say, to me, the Page of Pentacles represents brand new love. Someone new, definitely not someone old. For others, I feel like this could be saying that I feel like there could be like a connection between you and a job. To me, I like combinations like this, especially for work, because it can say that you could be getting a job or starting a business that is a perfect match for you, something that you really enjoy doing, or something that you can see yourself doing for a longer period of time. So it's kind of represents something that lasts in your life. And this has been coming up for everybody. Like the King of Pentacles comes up a lot, the Ten of Pentacles comes up a lot. Both of those cards to me are cards of permanence, cards of things that last forever. And like I've been saying for a long time, to me, the Uranus and Taurus will make people want things that are more permanent in their life, or will make people want things that last for a longer period of time. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's kind of like this is saying that you could be finding perfect matches with jobs or businesses and things like that. And finally, you have the Queen of Swords here and the Hangman. Yeah, for some of you, I feel there could be some sort of delay in something legal. Even the King of Swords. King of Swords can be like a judge, a lawyer, something along those lines. It could be a legal matter. And even with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like there could be some sort of legal matter for some of you. For some of you, it could be involving a Pisces here with the Hangman. But, again, there could just be delays here. For others, I feel like this is saying no making sacrifices in friendships is what's popping in my head. So that's a weird message. But what I would say to you, Aries, is I feel like this is saying like no self-sacrifice for friends, or no self-sacrifice with friends. So I would be careful of that. For some of you, I feel like there could be like your friends could be like trying to force you into something. Don't do it. Whatever it is here, Aries, is what I would say to you. But yeah, so overall, I would say this looks pretty good. So that's what I'd say to you, Aries, but kind of a weird reading. So there you go, Aries. Thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus, what do we have for you, Taurus people? And Taurus. Taurus, you have the Wheel of Fortune here and the Queen of Pentacles. Love it. Queen of Pentacles stepping off on a new path. Wheel of Fortune, your destiny. So I just feel like this is you moving towards your destiny, moving towards your true destiny, or moving towards something that you want to work on. So Taurus, I love this. This is very good. You even have the Two of Pentacles as well. The Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles to me represent a new path. So if you're like trying to decide between something old and something new, pick the new here, Taurus. For a lot of you, this could also just represent just do it. Like I say to you every single night, I feel like some of you need to just get started on something that you want to do in your life, and it's just that simple. Next, you have the Two of Pentacles here, Taurus, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like for some of you to get away from the Five of Pentacles, to get away from feeling lack, I feel like you need to start something new. So again, if you want more money, could represent starting a new job, or starting a business, or starting a side business, or something like that. I would say anything like that could bring in like a lot of clarity. For some of you, I feel like this is saying that like I feel like there could be an opportunity that is closing. So Taurus, I would say if you have any opportunities that are coming in, or if you have been offered an opportunity, then I feel like you need to pay attention to that, because I feel like you need to take it, whatever it is. Could be for a job, love, business, or whatever. I feel like there's like no time to think, and I feel like things are kind of closing in is what's popping into my head or something. I don't know, I feel like some of you could feel like things are closing in. I feel like restricted. I feel like things are closing in around me, stuff like that. I don't know. It doesn't feel great. I'm not gonna lie. So I would definitely something to think about. I feel like some of you, but I feel like you very easily escape. Like I feel like it's just, I feel like this is like nothing. So that's what I'd say to you there. And finally, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, this is talking about financial growth, but Seven of Pentacles would be a change as well. Seven of Pentacles, I always say, it's normally the guy with the pentacle under his arm, Six Pentacles behind him, but he's walking away from the Six Pentacles that are behind him. He's like decided, I'm going to move on to something else. So definitely could be a new job for some of you. For others, I'm getting like a leader of a group. So I feel like some of you could be kind of like taking the lead in business or work, or you could be becoming like a manager. You could be leading a group of people, or, could be anything like that. So I feel like that's definitely something to think about. For others, I feel like this Seven of Pentacles is talking about like assessment. I feel like pretty much everybody is going to be focused on this for a very long period of time. Especially as Saturn moves through Capricorn, kind of makes us a little bit more analytical. And this isn't like 100% accurate astrology. This is Chris's crappy astrology here, but just like intuitively, I feel like it's making us a little bit more analytical. We could be like analyzing things, and we could be kind of looking more for reasons as to why certain things happen, especially with our finances, and that kind of like attention to detail will probably lead to more money here, Taurus. So if you're doing that, it's a good thing. But that's what I got for you, Taurus. So thank you, Taurus. All right, Gemini, what do we have for you, Gemini people? Gemini. Gemini, you have the Three of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. I feel like some of you could be moving. So I feel like you need to, if you are thinking about moving, I would move. For others, this could be love from a distance. As always, Gemini, you get this every single night. So you have the Nine of Cups as well, which is my long distance relationship card. So I feel like some of you could be in a long distance relationship with these cards, or there could be distance here somewhere. Yeah, something like that. So I feel like some of you need to be patient in this situation. I would also say don't try to rush this situation. You have the Three of Swords with the Temperance. To me, Three of Swords doesn't say that there has to be a breakup. It just says, with the Temperance card there, it's saying your solution is Temperance. Be patient if you're in something long distance, and then there won't be a breakup. There won't be, some sort of challenge. For others, I feel like this is you. Like, if you want love, this says get out there. Three of Wands says you need to expand. You need to make yourself look bigger, right? Basically, it just says you need to get more attention if you want love. Same thing if you want any other type of offer, like a job or a business or anything like that. I feel like you need to kind of expand and get out there. Next, you have the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords here. I feel like there is some sort of wish coming in for you here with the Nine of Cups. Seven of Swords says let go of your fears in this situation. For others, I feel like this is too much of a, it's like a lot of lone wolf type of energy here, Gemini. So I would be careful of that. Seven of Swords is considered to be the card of the lone wolf, and the Nine of Cups is also a card of more independent energy. And she's basically alone. And on most Nine of Cups, the person is kind of alone, right? And it's also a card that says they are fulfilled on their own. So but I feel like some of you, if you want love, I feel like you gotta open up to allow it into your life here, Gemini, with these two cards. I feel like, yeah, it's great to be independent, but again, if you want love, you gotta let somebody into your life, plain and simple. For others, I feel like it's saying you need to get to this point if you want love. So I feel like you need to be fulfilled on your own before you can have love in your life. So, that's gonna be different for everybody, but there you go, Gemini. And finally, you have Temperance and Three of Swords. For some of you, I feel like you could be turning a heartbreak around here. So for some of you, I feel like there could be a situation where you're in a relationship. I feel like there's potential for a heartbreak, or there could be a situation, but I actually feel like it's a very easy obstacle to overcome. So if you're dealing with a heartbreak, or if you're worried about a heartbreak here, Gemini, I feel like if there are obstacles, this is saying patience and kind of turning this negative situation into something positive will be better for you. For others, I'm just getting alchemy. I feel like a lot of you, there could be a lot of opportunity in death is what's popping into my head. It's not literal death here, Gemini, but I just feel like there could be a lot of opportunity in loss for you. I feel like I've said this to you before, months ago, Gemini. This could be, somebody gets fired from your job and you take over their position. This could be maybe you want to invest in real estate and you buy houses that are in foreclosure. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but I feel like there's a lot of opportunity in loss and death is what's popping into my head. I know it's a creepy message, take it with a grain of salt there, Gemini, but that's what's popping into my head. So there you go, Gemini. But thank you, Gemini. All right, Cancer, let's see what we have for you, Cancer people. And Cancer, here we go. 2407. All right, Cancer, you have the Devil coming up first here in the Nine of Wands. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn in love, and the Nine of Wands says that this situation could have made you defensive. This could also be having dealt with someone toxic in a relationship, and the Nine of Wands is saying to open up to new love, kind of like I just said to Gemini, but because it's saying that a past relationship could have made you more defensive. For others, I feel like this is saying that you are overcoming bad habits. This to me just looks like personal development type work here, Cancer, where you're maybe you're not doing personal development work, but maybe you're just doing work on yourself. This could be anything. Could be exercising, could be cutting out bad habits, going on a diet, could be like mental work, could be making yourself more motivated, could be anything. But I feel like a lot of you could be, that's all I get here. I just feel like some of you are doing work on yourself, and I feel like it's a good thing. So I would say if you're doing it, or if you've been thinking about doing it, I would do it. I feel like it's very good for you here, Cancer. Next, you have the Eight of Pentacles, Cancer, and the King of Cups. Definitely could be love. This is new love coming in for you. Eight of Pentacles says this could require work. So I feel like there could be a water sign coming in for you, Cancer. I've been saying it all year. Water on water is, the best this year. So I feel like there could be a water sign coming in for some of you. I feel like it requires work, or this could be somebody you meet through work, or I feel like it could be somebody who works really hard. So I feel like some of you could have somebody who's just like a really hard worker coming in for love. For others, Eight of Pentacles to me is material success on the horizon. The King of Cups is like the return of something. So some of you could be seeing more money coming in through your business or work. You could be getting like a raise or a promotion, or some of you could literally be returning to work is what's popping into my head. So if you haven't been working, or if you've been having a hard time getting a job, I feel like some of you could be returning to work here. I'm getting a lot of stuff here, Cancer. For others, I feel like this could be saying that you're like paying more attention to your emotions and how you emotionally feel about money, or like how you emotionally feel about the work you do. And I feel like that could literally have an effect on the amount of money you make. I'm also getting even more than that. I feel like some of you could be focusing on your relationships at work and like how they make you feel emotionally, and kind of like what effect that has on your finances. I'm getting all sorts of stuff here. Like I feel like you're really kind of paying attention to the details with your finances, but like how your emotions affect them. And if you're not, I feel like you should, because I feel like it could like provide a lot of answers and all sorts of stuff. Love it. And finally, Cancer, you have the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands. I feel like there's some sort of victory coming in for you here. I feel like some of you are kind of like cementing in some sort of victory in your life as well. Could be a personal victory, but I feel like some of you, it's like, maybe, again, it could be in health is popping into my head. Maybe you've lost a certain amount of weight, and it's like now, like I feel like with the Seven of Wands, it's like saying you're never going to go backwards, which is great, right? So I feel like some of you are creating positive permanent change in your life. That was a tongue twister, Cancer, and I feel like it's going to be very good for you. Could be, again, having to do with health, but it could also have to do with anything else in your life. But I feel like you're almost like cementing change in your life, and this is a good thing. So, Cancer, love it. Thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo, what do we have for you, Leo people? And Leo, let's see what's going on for you. Leo. Leo, you have the King of Pentacles coming up first in the Lovers. Definitely could be love from an Earth sign coming in. You've had this every single night, so I feel like there could be love from an Earth sign coming in for some of you. I feel like some of you could meet this person through work as well. For others, this is you seeing the potential in something is what's popping into my head. So I feel like for some of you, but I feel like this has, hold on. Leo. What I feel like this is talking about is your personal values. So I feel like this is saying that there are certain things that you value in life. I feel like this could be an offer that comes in, but I feel like I've said this to you before, Leo. I feel like you are looking at it the wrong way. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know if this is for all of you, but like I feel like for some of you, it's like there could be a work offer that comes in. And for some reason, I feel like maybe you feel like morally the job isn't right, or I feel like you feel like the job itself maybe goes against certain values that you have, but I feel like you're looking at it the wrong way. So I feel like for some of you, you need to kind of like bring someone else in to open your eyes to the situation. It's like, I really don't have a good example because I feel like it's going to be different for all of you, but I just feel like it's such a weird thing that pops into my head for you, Leo. I get this every like few months for you. And so I feel like you're looking at it the wrong way. I guess like maybe some of you, it's like maybe morally, maybe you're getting like a leadership offer to get like a management position, but maybe you're not qualified for the job. And I feel like morally you're saying, I'm not qualified for the job, I shouldn't take it. I feel like you should take your morals and just like, put them to the side, because it's not really a moral issue, right? So I feel like you're making something out to be something it's not, like I said. So I would, again, I feel like you're going to have to bring someone in, like your spouse or a friend or somebody who can help you look at a thing like that. But I would be careful of those thoughts. For others, like I said, I feel like this could be love. I feel like it could be an Earth sign. Next, you have the Judgment card here and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is you making a decision, but to me, the Judgment card would say you're making a decision, because Judgment is an inner calling, but it's also like the most clear card in the deck in certain ways, because it's saying that you have gained some clarity about a choice that you need to make. So if you're having to make this difficult choice, I feel, in the beginning here, then I feel like you're just going to make it. So I really don't feel a need to talk about this, Leo, but that's that. And finally, you have the Five of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to make a decision on whether or not, like, a decision you're making is, like, keeping you in a comfort zone. Like, some of us, we do this. Everybody does this. It's not just you, Leo. It's like one of those things where, again, we could be presented with a job offer where it's like a harder job, but maybe it's a lot more money. But then we start coming up with excuses, Five of Swords, as to why we can't take the job. So, watch out for the excuses. Watch out for things like that. For others, I feel like this is you protecting yourself, is what's popping into my head. So for some of you, like, this could be you leaving a relationship, or it could be leaving a friendship or anything to protect something that you have. But I do feel like if you are doing that, I feel like it's the right thing to do, Leo. So I would just do it. I wouldn't even think about it. Wouldn't even worry about it. For others, I feel a move here. I always get moving for you, Leo. But again, Leo, you and Capricorn are the two signs that I feel like are more moving for a very specific purpose, like probably work. So I feel like if you are moving, it's probably for work or business, or it will be. Maybe it's not happening right now. It's been a repeating message. So this might be something that happens in the future, not right away. So definitely something to think about there, Leo. But thank you, Leo. All right, Virgo. What do we have for you, Virgo people? And Virgo, let's see. All right. Virgo, you have the Six of Swords here and the Nine of Swords. I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores. I like this. This is kind of like a challenging, not challenging reading. Typical Virgo reading, right? But you have the Nine of Swords says, get out of your head. The Six of Swords says you're moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like you're moving on to calmer waters. I feel like you're moving on to bigger and better things here with these two cards. And so I like that. For others, this could definitely be a move. But I always get the same message for you as well. The Nine of Swords to me says that you could be feeling stuck to an area. The Six of Swords says you need to move on anyway. So it's like you could be feeling like this, to me, I feel like saying the word obligation. So I feel like some of you feel like you have an obligation to stay somewhere. Could be like a place you live. It could be a group of people that you belong to. It could be, a job. It could be a business. It could be anything. I feel like you feel an obligation, but I feel like the answer is to move on. Like, like I said, I always read for people. It's crazy because, again, I like to think about all the questions I get in personal readings that I never thought would actually be a question, right? And so people always come to me and they're like, I'm thinking about leaving my job. What will happen to the people there? Or, what will happen to the job? Like, people think that if they leave a job or something, that the business is going to go under. And I always tell people, I'm like, what? I hate to say it, but it's like if you were to die tomorrow, your business, your job would have an ad in the paper for your job the next day, or probably like within hours, right? So, I always tell people, it's like, don't feel an obligation to your job necessarily, because your job will replace you in an instant, right? Definitely something to think about. Next, you have the Tower and the Five of Wands. I feel like this is inner conflict. I feel like some of you could be creating tower moments, so be careful of doing that. But it feels like I feel like this is easily avoided. So again, if you have made a mistake in the past doing something and you're thinking about making the same mistake, don't. I feel like this is pretty simple. For others, it could be a move. Tower to me just represents moving. I feel like some of you could just be moving with the Tower. For others, Five of Wands is like needing to go on an adventure. Tower says you're not going on the adventure. So move or make a change here, Virgo. I know I've been saying it all year, but I mean, it's pretty simple, right? So I feel like if you do it, make some sort of change in your life. You'll be successful. Hey, Virgo, make a change in your life. The Death card, the Six of Cups, let go of the past. I feel like some of you need to let go of the past. Death card says it's time for a change, especially if your life has been the same for a very long period of time. I feel like you want it. I feel like you want a change, so I would just move towards it. For others, I feel like this is talking about eliminating toxins in your life. So I don't know. I'd be careful of toxic things that cause toxins with that Death card there. That's going to be different for all of you. For others, I feel like there's just some sort of ending. I actually feel like you're moving towards happiness here, Virgo, with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups also says to me, try again. To me, again, I'll say it again. I've said it before. I'll say it again. To me, the Six of Cups does not represent an ex coming back. To me, it just represents thinking about an ex from the past or thinking about someone from the past. But it does say try again, like in other areas of your life. Like it's a card that says obstacles are being removed from other things in your life. Or if there have been challenges to like starting a business or getting a job, whatever, this card says try again. You will be more successful this time around. So that's that, Virgo. But thank you, Virgo. Really appreciate it. All right, Libra. What do we have for you, Libra people? And Libra. Libra, you have the Knight of Pentacles here and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, this could be like more money coming in for you. Again, Libra, it looks like for a long time you've been maybe focused on stabilizing your finances or trying to make more money, and I feel like that's what you're doing. Knight of Pentacles is just a pretty straightforward card of putting in the work and putting in hard work. It's like a very it's just a hard-working card. It's also a card of like being very thorough and completing things to like a high degree of accuracy here, Libra. And the Ace of Swords is like laser-like focus, as I always say. So this to me says whatever it is you're working on, it could be work, could be business, could be love, could be anything. This says like, give it your full attention. Give whatever you are working on your full thought, and make sure you're paying attention to the details, and make sure you're kind of like being very thorough. If you do that, you will be very successful. So I really like this a lot, and I feel like it's very good for you. I do feel like this could be a settlement offer as well as popping into my head. So if you're dealing with something legal, or if you're dealing with something, like that, like a settlement that could have a settlement, I feel like there could be a settlement coming in here. Next, you have the Ten of Swords here, Libra. And the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like some of you are keeping yourself trapped. Like, I feel like you need to set yourself free here, because the Eight of Swords, to me, says you're keeping yourself trapped in some sort of situation. Ten of Swords says something in your life is dead, done, over with, as I always say. It doesn't take 10 swords to kill a person, right? It just takes one. So this card represents overkill. It says something is beyond dead in your life, right? So I feel like some of you need to let something go with the Ten of Swords. I feel like you need to move on past the past. It could be like a relationship, could be anything, but I feel like you need to let it go. Eight of Swords says a past situation is keeping you stuck unnecessarily, so let go of the past. And finally, Libra, you have the Justice card, you and the Sun, the best card in the deck. Libra, of course, get as much attention as you possibly can. Libra, I say this to you every single night. I feel like your answer to everything is to get more attention, or get as much attention as you possibly can. This could be in work, business, love. If you want to raise at work, get as much attention as you can. Do extra work or do something to stand out. This says you will be successful. Justice is you, but it's also cause and effect. It says if you stand out, there will be an effect. You will get something that you want, basically. So put in the work here, Libra. But overall, very positive. So I like this a lot. So thank you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for you, Scorpio people? And Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. I feel like some of you need a break is what's popping into my head here. So I feel like some of you need to take some time for yourself. I feel like taking a break would be a good idea for you here with these two cards. So that's what I'd say to you here, Scorpio. For some of you, I feel like you need energy to be returned to your body. So maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you need to just take a staycation, or take some time for yourself. But I would definitely do it with these two cards here. That's all I'm getting. Page of Swords doesn't even represent that, but that's all I'm getting off of those cards. Next, you have the Eight of Wands here, Scorpio, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are charging forward toward success here with these two cards, so I like to see that. I also feel for some of you that the Eight of Wands is talking about like good news coming in, and Six of Pentacles, like this could be just about money that you're owed. Like I feel like saying money owed. So if you're owed money from something, I feel like you could be getting money here. For others, I feel like this could be like a settlement as well, and something legal, kind of like I said to Libra. I also feel that this could be like a loan. Six of Pentacles to me is my loan card, and so, if you're like hoping for a loan or a payout or something like that, I feel like the Six of Pentacles to me can represent like a loan coming in for you. I'm also getting luck on these cards as well, but it's not really luck. I feel like you're just putting yourself in more situations where you could get lucky here, so I like to see that for you a lot here, Scorpio. For others, I feel like you're just balancing out your finances. And I feel like it's going to happen very quickly. I feel like if your finances have been out of balance, you're about to balance things out big time. And I also feel like you're getting lucky in that in that situation, basically. So if you're trying to balance out your finances, or if you've been trying to balance out your finances for a long time, I feel like this is you like getting lucky and figuring something out, if that makes sense, Scorpio. And finally, you have the Emperor and the Hierophant. I feel like some of you could be moving towards marriage. So if you're looking to get married, this could definitely be marriage. Could be an Aries, could be any sign, really, but you do have Aries here. But I do feel like there could be marriage coming in the future. For others, this is saying, like, I feel like some of you need to escape the box here with the Hierophant. Hierophant, to me, is like a card of thinking inside the box. It's boring. It's old. It's the way things have always been done. Does anybody want to do things the way things have always been done? No, it's boring, right? So, that's what I would say here. The Emperor says, have a plan to do things differently. So I feel like some of you need to do things differently in whatever it is you're working on. To me, this is coming up as work and business. There could be love here, but again, I feel like this is mostly work and business. Even if you're retired, again, I always get retired people commenting, you never talk about retired people. I'm like, yeah, but you could still do things with money. Just because you're retired doesn't mean you can't make money, right? So I feel like, this could be saying, have a plan for your money, but do something different with it, or do new things with it. Is there risk there? Yes, of course, but, life is a risk, right? You could be crossing the road and get hit by a bus tomorrow. So there you go, Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. That was your bright and cheery message for the day, is that you could get hit by a bus tomorrow. There you go. Thank you, Scorpio. All right. Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius people. And Sagittarius. 2 more shuffles here, Sagittarius. This is already a shuffled deck, but I just want to get it a little bit more shuffled here, Sagittarius. So here we go. By the way, thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, all the weekly readings will be up. So definitely keep an eye out for those. But Sagittarius, let's see what we got for you. Sagittarius, you have the Ace of Pentacles here and the Page of Cups. I feel like there could be a financial offer coming in for you here. So I feel like this could be like a job or, something like that. I've been feeling a new job for you for a long time. It wouldn't surprise me if a bunch of you have already accepted a new job or have already started working a new job just because you've been getting it so much. So definitely feel like it could be a job. For others, this could be like some sort of adventure in your life, but this could be like a creative pursuit, something that you want to do, some sort of creative venture or something like that. Could be anything. I'm also getting broadcasting as well. So, if you're on like TV, YouTube, if you have a podcast, anything like that, I feel like this is going to be very good for those types of things, basically. I feel like it'll require practice. Page of Cups says that something, I feel like it's saying, this is not what the Page of Cups means, but what's popping into my head is something is requiring practice. But I feel like I don't really think that's the right word. I feel like it's just saying, something is going to take time to grow, basically. So if you're starting something where that involves broadcasting or putting your word out or something, I feel like it'll take time, but I feel like there's success there. Next, you have the Death card here, Sagittarius, and the Eight of Cups. I feel like some of you are just cutting the garbage out, cutting things out of your life that no longer serve you with these 2 cards. For others, I feel like there's some sort of transformation coming in with the Death card. Eight of Cups, again, says you're walking away from things that no longer serve you in your life. So I feel like that's really good. I also feel that there could be, I feel like saying new fulfillment, you're walking towards new fulfillment. I feel like this is kind of weird too. I feel like less things, it's you require less to feel fulfilled. I feel like this is a very good place to be. Is if you figure things out in your life and you need less and less things to be happy, it just simplifies your life, makes things better, right? So I feel like you're finding more reasons to be happy with less, which is probably a good thing. That's just going to attract more into your life. So definitely like that, Sagittarius. And finally, you have the 4 Wands and King of Swords. This could be marriage, could be an air sign for some of you, or if it's not an air sign, could just be somebody who's older than you with the King of Swords. So I feel like this could be love coming in. I feel like this is love coming in. For some of you, yes, of course, you're getting married, but for others, I feel like this is love coming in. I feel like it could lead to marriage in the future. Even if you don't want to get married, could just be a very deep commitment for you here, Sagittarius, but I definitely like this. For others, I feel like this could be just freedom for you. And the King of Swords is saying that you've been through a lot. And it's also a card of using your mind to create more freedom in your life. So I feel like some of you could be doing that with these cards. But I really like this for you, Sagittarius. So that looks really good. So thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. What do we have for you, Capricorn people? and Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Fool card and the Queen of Cups, so I feel like you need to take a leap of faith in love. If you want love, get out there. I feel like you're very attractive at this time. I say this to you every single night, Capricorn. You have the Empress, again. And so I feel like there could be a lot of love coming in for you. It could be a water sign, could be a fire sign, could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but I feel like there could be love coming in. The Fool says, take the leap of faith. For others, I feel like this is saying you're starting a new, you're having a new beginning. But I feel like it's like a new beginning that requires faith. So some of you, it's like, this could be one of those things where it's like maybe you're getting a job that's based off of performance. Maybe you're getting a job where you're not sure like if the company is going to last. It could be anything like that. But I feel like something is requiring faith. It could be love. Love requires faith as well, right? So I feel like some of you are just starting something new that requires a certain level of belief, and that's that. Next, you have the, I can't get it up off the desk here. You have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups. 2 sevens, internal fears that don't exist. Let go of your fears. So I feel like you need to let go of your fears. I feel like some of you are like afraid that you can't have the things you want in life. So it's like you could have, there could be a bunch of things that you desire in your life. And I feel like this is like fears that you're not going to be able to get the things you want with these 2 cards. Really, I feel like you just need to commit to one thing at a time and you will get it. So I feel like some of you just need to double down on things that you want and you will get the things that you desire. For others, I feel like this is saying you're being too stubborn. So watch out with that like stubbornness energy. The solution for you here is with the stubbornness on this card is to 7 of Cups, which is, again, focus on one thing at a time that you desire and kind of like make it happen. So that's what I would say to you here, Capricorn. And finally, Capricorn, you have the Empress and you have the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. So I love this for you here, Capricorn. Ace of Wands is a card of like passionate new beginnings. It's definitely a card of getting it up as well. So that's good. And I also feel for others, this is talking about being very creative and starting something creative that could lead to a lot of success as well with the Empress card. So I feel like there could be, both these cards represent abundance. To me, the Ace of Wands is the best card of abundance in the deck. So I love it. And so this could be more money, more success, more love, more anything that you want. For others, to me, this says that there's like there's like birthing potential in something new. So you could be like, again, starting something new job, new business, new creative project, new anything. And I feel like there could be a lot of success there for you. So I feel like you need to just get started here, Capricorn, with these 2 cards on something new. For others, again, I do feel like this could be love coming in for you. A lot of attention, a lot of success in something new relationship-wise. I feel like it's somebody who wants to, really that's what's standing out to me. I feel like it's someone who wants to pay attention to you, like who wants to be there with you and like all that other stuff. So it's like not someone who's just going to ignore you and all that other stuff. So there you go, Capricorn. Thank you, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. All right, let me actually, you know what? This explains everything. There we go. My chat's been messed up all night, so there we go. All right, glad we fixed that. All right, thank you, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. All right, and Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius people. And Aquarius. All right. Aquarius, you have the 3 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, so I feel like this is an offer of love. I feel like this could be a relationship with someone who wants to put the work in. So I feel like some of you could be getting into a relationship with a person who wants to put the work in. So I would go for it, Aquarius, is what I'd say to you if you meet someone new. If you're in a relationship, I feel like, again, same thing. I feel like it could be like saying that there's someone coming in for you, or there is someone in your life that wants to put the work in. So put the work in with them. For others, I feel like this is just you admiring work, or I feel like you could be getting, more attention for work that you're doing, basically. So it's like if you have a business, maybe all of a sudden you show up in the newspaper, or maybe you show up on TV, or maybe you show up on YouTube, or something like that. So I feel like it's saying that you could be getting attention from other people, like outside people, for your business or for the work you're doing. Could be very good. Could lead to like a raise, a promotion. And again, if you have a business, could just represent getting a lot of attention on your business, which would, again, lead to more success. Next, you have the Hierophant and the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, this is talking about marriage, attachments. I feel like I said the same exact thing in your weekly reading, Aquarius. It's the weirdest thing. So this came up in your weekly reading. By the way, everybody, weekly readings will be up at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Shameless plug. But Aquarius, I feel like I said the same thing in your weekly reading. It's like that there could be marriage potential with someone coming in, but it's like you're still holding on to the past. I'm almost positive as you. I said that there was like past attachments is what was popping into my head for you, Aquarius. And it's like you might be separated away from somebody, but it's like there's still attachments there. So I feel like if you want something new to work out, you gotta let go of the past, or there needs to be like a clean cut away from the past here, Aquarius. For others, the Four of Pentacles to me, like I feel like this is talking about financial security, but I feel like it's saying there could be more. And so I feel like there could be like more money, or I feel like there could be more success coming in for you financially in work or business, or even like investments. I'm getting everything. And how do you do that, Aquarius? Well, Five of Swords and Seven of Swords. Face your fears, take a risk. Five of Swords says you have to take a risk, as I always say, to be successful in some area of life. And the Seven of Swords says face your fears. The Seven of Swords says also avoid the typical traps that something has to offer. so like financially, if you're investing your money, and what are the typical traps in an investment you're making? It basically just says do your research, follow the rules, and you'll be fine. If you don't, you won't. Right? So just follow the rules. Five of Swords, though, says like you need to step outside your comfort zone here with that Five of Swords. Two of Cups, yeah. I feel like some of you are about to match up perfectly with something financially if you haven't already. Could have been a business, could be a business or something like that. Could be a job as well for some of you. For some of you in business, I feel like you're keeping yourself unnecessarily held back as well. I feel this in both business and love for you. It's like past attachments. It could be like other people in your life as well that are kind of like holding you back here, Aquarius. So I feel like some of you just need to, like, number one, I feel like some of you need to not care what other people think. I feel like that could, like, too many people looking at you. I feel like people are looking at me. It's weird because I say this to your opposite sign, Leo, every once in a while as well. So I feel like you could care too much about what other people think. For others, I feel like it's, I feel like it's other people. That's it. There you go. There you go, Aquarius. Thank you, Aquarius. Really appreciate it. All right, Pisces, thank you as always for your patience, Pisces. Let's see what we have going on for you, Pisces people. And Pisces. Pisces, you have the Hermit coming up first here in the Chariot. I feel like for some of you, definitely could be love. Could be a Virgo, could be a Cancer, could be any sign, of course. But I feel like this could be those could be two specific signs that could be coming in for some of you. You do have Earth here, showing up here, Pisces. So definitely could be an Earth sign. Could be somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart as well, Pisces. It just depends. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is saying that you took some time to see the inner light of... you took the time to see the inner light of something that you want in life, or you took the time to kind of withdraw and see what you want in life, or see what you want to create in life. The Chariot says now it's time to take control and make it happen. So I feel like some of you need to like make some stuff happen at this time, Pisces, because it's like you found your inner light. Now it's time to kind of show it to the world and get it out there. So I feel like some of you have to do that. For others, I feel like this is you like needing to assert yourself in a certain situation. I feel like you could be being too like small in a situation is what I feel like saying. I feel like you need to there need to be bigger moves in some sort of situation as well. It feels very similar to the Aquarius message to me here, Pisces, but similar but different is what I would say to you. But I feel like there need to be bigger moves made in some sort of situation. It feels like business to me, so I'd say like for most of you, it could be work or business. It's like maybe you're playing too small. Maybe you're not taking big enough risks in work or business or something like that. But I guess it could be love as well. For others, this could be like deciding to move or travel with the Chariot. That's going to come up for you for the next like 30 years, Pisces. So there you go. Next, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So a new love coming in for you here, Pisces. If you want love, it's available to you. The Four of Cups just says you have to accept it. You have to see it. The Page of Pentacles is someone brand spanking new. Like I said, it could be an Earth sign. It could be any sign. To me, I don't really attach signs to the Page of Pentacles or the pages in general. To me, they just represent general admirers. So I feel like there could be love coming in. Four of Cups to me could say like not enough action in love as well, Pisces. So if you're like in a relationship, maybe you need to commit to the relationship, or maybe there needs to be more action in the relationship. Or if you're like not finding love, both of these cards would say there needs to be more action taken. I would say Page of Pentacles to me is like a match. Is like you have a match, you have a match book. You need to strike the match. It's like you're not making something happen. It's a card of like having an effect. It says there needs to be an effect on something in your life here, Pisces, but it's like you're not doing it. So I feel like some of you, it's gonna be different for all of you. I know it's a very broad message, but I feel like some of you just need to have an effect on something. It's like you need to just commit to something. Page of Pentacles is about like being practical, being prosperous, being trustworthy, like all these things. So I feel like you need to put the work in. And finally, you have the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. You know exactly what you need to do in your life here, Pisces. Ace of Swords, trust yourself, and it's a card of victory and success. It's also a card of like using your mental force to be successful. Wheel of Fortune, things are turning around for you, Pisces. You're moving closer towards your destiny. It's also a card of movement as well, the Wheel of Fortune, and it's also a card of like your personal vision. You can have whatever you want, Pisces. You just have to move towards it with these cards. Yes, literally. What did I just say? Star, wishes, miracles, good things coming in for you. 2 wands. You need to take the lead here, Pisces, and be the one to move towards things that you want. The star says you will get something you wish for, get something you want if you do that, if you take control. 2 wands to me is a card of personal power, but it's also a card of like being very bold. So I feel like a lot of you need to be bold and take back your personal power, make something happen. The star card is like you getting things that you wish for. I feel like it's multiple things. It's also a card of renewal, but really the star is a card of like inner light, your inner light. I feel like you know what you want here, Pisces. I feel like you need to move towards it. So there you go. But it's all in your control. To me, Wheel of Fortune is a card of control. Again, the Chariot and the Strength card are really the 2 cards of control, but the Wheel of Fortune, we have to be the ones to spin that wheel, right, Pisces? So spin the wheel. Make it happen. Take a chance, Pisces. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Again, really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now, but first, I'm going to shuffle this deck. So let me drop a couple of shuffles here. Also, for everybody that's here, the weekly readings will be up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So definitely check out the weeklies when they come out. But that's it. That's really it for announcements. But, all right. Let's see. 2 more shuffles here, everybody. 1 and 2. So let's see here. All right, 1, 2, and 3. And here we go. All right, if you picked card number 1, you have the 2 of Pentacles and the Magician. You can have whatever you want, but you have to have a new beginning here first. So I feel like if you pick card number 1, there needs to be some sort of new beginning, or maybe you have recently started something new in your life. The Magician just says, if you have started something new in your life, like a new business, new job, new relationship, new anything, the Magician says you have all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities you need to make it successful, but it says make sure you use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to make it successful. So make sure to use all your skills. For others, I feel like this could just be like a point of focus. This says you could be focusing on the wrong things, so make sure to focus on new opportunities, not opportunities from the past here. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. I feel like some of you could be having regrets, or like you could have been in a relationship with somebody. I feel like they could be having regrets about an ending. Really, I don't really feel like anything is going to happen here. So let them have their regrets, card number 2. For others, I feel like you're about to become more free. So I feel like just freedom is what I'm getting here. It's like you've been kind of like not having freedom for a long time, leading to sadness. And 4 Wands just says freedom. So I feel like some of you are like setting yourself free here with these 2 cards. And it could be in any area of your life. And finally, if you pick card number 3, you have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. I feel like some of you need to let go of the past. For others, this is depression, anxiety, sleepless nights, like all that other stuff. 4 of Swords just says you need to go through a recovery period. So I feel like some of you need to kind of like take some time to recover, even if you're not depressed, or even if you're not having sleepless nights or whatever. I feel like you just need to take some time for yourself. 9 of Swords would also say that this could be a little bit more positive. So if things are fine for you, card number 3, this could say that there are like temporary things coming into your life that could be very beneficial. 9 of Swords to me is a very good card for like temporary work, part-time work, client work, freelancing work, anything like that is, to me, very positive, actually, under the 9 of Swords. So you could be getting something like that, and it could be very positive for you. So card number 3, I like those 2 cards for that reason. But there you go. All right, thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. Again, I'm going to answer questions now. Super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. So let's get started. Maisie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for the week ahead. You have the Strength card and the Nine of Cups. Love it. I feel like you are going to be patient this week with the Strength card. That's all I'm getting there. But Nine of Cups for you, Maisie. So wishes, good things coming in for you, and also fulfillment as well with this card. I also feel like you're just feeling very satisfied this week. Like, I feel like you feel like things are kind of more going your way this week. Maybe things are more like even and kind of, just kind of going your way. So I definitely like to see that for you, Maisie. Looks really good. Next, Maisie, you have the Three Cups. I would say, I wanted to ask what you need to do this week. Three Cups says socialize. So if you're looking for anything in your life, Three Cups just says get out there, socialize, and things will go really well for you. So there you go, Maisie. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. JC, if you have a question, let me know, because you just say no texting and folding. Yeah, don't do that. Journey, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I have a partner in October? Emperor, I feel like if you King Knight of Pentacles, this would say yes, but to me, we can have a partner whenever we want. We don't have to wait. There's no time, right? So I would just say if you get out there and try to find someone, then yes. But if you don't, then no. So I would get out there, Journey. This is like a slow moving energy, so it could be you waiting, and it could be very slow. But I would get out there and date, because I would say yes. So I feel like you need to open up to love. You also say cards for job. You have the Six of Pentacles. Maybe feeling like you're not getting paid enough. Maybe feeling like you're not getting enough from the job, wanting more, having a desire for more. But let's see. Yeah, King of Pentacles. I feel like you will try to find something with more. So I feel like you're on a path there, Journey. Rajini, you say, thank you for the super chat, by the way. You say, want to know my love week. He is my coworker. Six of Wands. I feel like there needs to be communication here. Page of Swords. I feel like you're spying on him on social media, which is fine. We all do it, right? But I feel like there needs to be more communication here for this to move forward, more flirting. Four of Pentacles, you work together. So that's what I'd say there. But Six of Wands, card of success and good things. So I would say go for it. More or less, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can I get a card for love job next week? For love, you have the Tower. I feel like you need to surprise yourself with the Tower. Get out there, meet people, all that other stuff. I know I always say it. Yeah, the Fool. Needing to get out there. Can't make this stuff up. And next, you say job next week. Nine of Wands. This is good. If you're trying to get a job, this is a good card for standing out. If you have a job, this card says stand out as much as you can, and you will get, you will be very successful. So that's what I'd say there. JC, thank you for the super chat. You say here, ran into an old neighbor today, felt attraction. Knight of Swords and Seven of Cups. There could have been attraction. Seven of Cups is confusion, though. So that's what I would say there. I feel like for some of you, this could be, I feel like, JC, for you, this is saying there could be confusion in this situation. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I don't know if you're attracted to this person. Eight of Pentacles says put the work in, basically, and it could happen. So that's what I would say there. For sure. Taylor Little, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I find the right business niche by the end of the year to make a lot of money? I would say yes. Ten of Pentacles. Yes, Taylor, is what I would say to you. I love the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a card that says put in the work and you will find something, but it's also an amazing card of abundance. So yes, is what I would say to you, Taylor. Love it, for sure. This card says learn as much as you possibly can. And you say, will I get married soon? Seven of Pentacles, no, not soon, if I'm being honest with you. Trust me, I wish I could be one of those readers that comes in and just, basically throws unicorn farts at every single person I read for and says yes, but I would say no. Seven of Pentacles says be patient, don't rush it. But I feel like you will. It's not a matter of that. But Queen of Pentacles says pick a new path. So, but I would say yes. I feel like you need, I feel like you will get married. It's not a problem, Taylor. I would just get out there. Page of Cups. There's love offers. So, but maybe not as quickly as you would like is what I'd say to you. Everybody, can we see your owie? Yes, my arm hurts. There you go. Everybody who wants to see my injury. There you go. It looks like a lot worse than it actually is. So there you go. but thank you for whoever brought that up. I'm sure everybody wanted to see that. Christopher's Vlogs. Hello, Christopher. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, love card. You have the Five of Wands. Get out there. Go on the adventure. This is like feeling like there's too much competition to love. The World. My card of dating. So I feel like you need to get out there and date. And for life, you have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you need to do something that you are interested in here. So I feel like you need to do things that you actually want to do. This is a card of passions and working on a passion. So I feel like that's what you need to do there. How did I do it? I was going too fast on my skateboard and I fell off. Luckily I was wearing a helmet though, because my face is fine, right? So that's the good news. But I was going too fast, way too fast. I hit a hole and a rock at the same time, basically, and I fell. So that's what happened. It was a lot of fun. Let's say that. Angie, thank you for the super chat. You say card for work. You have the Six of Swords. I just feel like saying there will be improvements in work. So I feel like there will be improvements for you, Angie, in work. And I feel like it's like your feelings. Like I feel like you will be feeling better in work because of this card. So I like that. I also feel like you're noticing momentum. Like you will be noticing things like speeding up at work. So that's nice. Elaine Tat, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I have been doing well. Thank you. It has been a while. You say, recently I met a guy at class. Does he like me? And he is an air sign, question mark. Judgment, I like that a lot for you. And the Justice card, yes, look at that. So, Libra. And so I would say, yes, I would go for it, for sure, is what I would say to you. To me, the Judgment card says this could be your true purpose. The Justice card says cause and effect. It basically just says what you put into the situation is what you're going to get out. So, yeah, I would go for this, Elaine. I like that a lot. And, yeah, take your time, definitely. But I would say yes, I would go for it. For sure. Star-Lordess, what is up? Hello, Star-Lordess. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Mark says, check PayPal. I will check for sure. Yes. Oh, did Trivia Luna's question get deleted? Trivia Luna, thank you for the super chat. Is this year I finally have a relationship with a good man? Two of Swords, if you make the choice to. Temperance says you have to put the energy in to get it. I feel like you have to be patient, but I would say yes. Like I always say, we can have love whenever we want, right now. We just have to make the choice to get it. So I feel like you should be getting out there and dating and meeting new people and getting online and dating, doing whatever you can. I feel like there's no reason for you to be single. Yeah, let go of the past is what I'd say to you. Queen of Cups, changing direction of love. So I would say yes, but I feel like you just have to like put the work in. Trivia Luna is what I would say to you there. For sure. Andrea, by the way, Andrea, I think made a donation. Andrea, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. And Mark, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, collective for this upcoming week. So everybody thank Mark for the collective. And Mark, thank you. Let's see what we have going on for the collective. I'm going to timestamp it. For everyone here in the collective, by the way, we have the King and the Queen of Swords here for the collective for everybody. These two cards together, I kind of like go back and forth when I get the King and the Queen of Swords together. Sometimes I think it's good. Sometimes I think it's bad because they can be, together they can be challenging. But I feel like for a lot of you, this could be like a power couple situation. I feel like I've had this combination before for everybody and have said the same exact thing. Yeah, it's all people here. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. Almost every single card here in the collective is a people person card. So I feel like, in not only that, the last card is the Ten of Cups, which is an amazing card for networking and meeting people. So no matter what you're looking for, you could be looking for love, you could be looking for business or job, whatever. I would say it'd be an amazing week for you to socialize for everybody here in the collective. Be an amazing week to meet new people. It would be, if you do anything like YouTube, if you do anything that involves people watching you or anything like that, looks really positive. For others, I feel like this could be talking about justice for some of you. So there could be like a justice situation here for some of you with these two cards. And I feel like that will be good. I feel like for others, this could be saying that there will be... I feel like for others of you, this could be talking about like needing to get out there with friends and things like that as well. So I feel like some of you need to like get out there with friends and family and all that other stuff with these two cards. So I like that. Next, for everyone here, we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. I feel like there's like a turnaround situation here for everybody. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be like the needing to... turn things around in your life as far as like your emotions are concerned. This could say like emotions are out of whack is what I'm getting here. Queen of Swords is like being too serious sometimes or not being emotionally available to people around you. King of Cups can be like a little bit too emotional, but not really. King of Cups is pretty emotionally balanced. So I feel like for some of you, this is like balancing your emotions or balancing with things with people in your life. For others, I feel for some reason I'm getting airplane. So I feel like some of you could be getting on an airplane this week. I feel like it'll be good for you. I feel like it's going to lead to some sort of fulfillment. Maybe you're like traveling to see family or something. For others, I feel like you could be deciding to travel to see family, like maybe not right now, but maybe in the near future. So I feel like that would be good for you as well. For others, I feel like friends. So definitely a good time to open up to friends if you need help. And finally, Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This could be like a knight in shining armor coming in for a lot of you. Could be a water sign, air sign, could be anything, fire sign. If you're looking for love, I feel like there could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you. For some of you, you could be with this person. For others, this person could be coming in. Ten of Cups says if you don't have this person yet, get out there and date. For others, having said all of that, this could be you living your dream life. To me, the Knight of Cups is your dream life. It is everything you want in life. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So I feel like a lot of you could be living a dream soon. And yeah, just looks good. What I would say here is if you're not living your dream life yet, I feel like you're on the way to it, or it's like coming to you. And it could be a dream relationship, dream job, dream whatever. But I think it's just taking time. But I feel like you're on the way there. So definitely, that really good collective. There you go, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Rajini, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Work week, please. I'm worried for my coming week. The Hierophant, Rajini, to me, this represents a very straightforward work week. So I feel like it'll be very straightforward. Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like it's going to be very straightforward and very just typical is what I'd say to you. Warda, thank you for the super chat. You say, will I win my court case this Monday? 8 of Swords, 3 Wands. I would say, I feel like you could have already won, is what I'd say here. This to me says delays. So I feel like there could be some sort of delay. 3 of Wands, this could be like a settlement coming in for you as well, where maybe you don't get, maybe the other side makes you an offer, is what I would say to you. So I would take it if you get it, is what I'd say there. For sure, Warda. EMD, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will Paul and I move in to be together this year? I would say no, maybe not this year. I feel like you will move in together, but I just don't think it's this year, is what I would say to you, EMD. So I feel like saying yes, you will, but not this year. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like he's just not ready to have someone in his space, is what I'd say to you. I feel like that will change in the future, but just not yet. All right, Natasha, welcome. Thank you for joining us. You say, Natasha's new. Am I supposed to be alone for the rest of my life, or should... I feel like you should give it one last try. 4 Cups could say, Natasha, 4 Cups could say you're being too picky. The Moon. Fears. Internal fears don't exist. Needing to face your fears with this Moon card, Natasha. But I feel like there's love available to you. 4 Cups says you need to be very specific about what you want in love. It's a card of attraction and it's a card of manifestation as well. And the Ace of Wands is moving towards your desires or finding someone who you desire, basically. So I feel like there's love. I feel like there's plenty of love coming in for you, or opportunities for love. But I feel like you need to get out there and date like everybody else this year, is what I would say to you. But no, I don't think anybody is meant to be alone. Not at all. 9 of Pentacles, card of being single. But yeah, I would get out there. I feel like if you get out there and date, you'll find love very, very quickly. 4 Cups says don't be too picky. It doesn't mean you have to settle for somebody, but it says if you want love, get out there and date. You don't have to marry these people, but go on dates. Then you're proving to the universe that you want love. So that's what I would say there. Claire, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Few cards for October. You have the 3 of Swords, let go of heartbreak, 7 of Swords, let go of your fears, and the High Priestess. Claire, I feel like you need to take action on something in your life that you want with these 2 cards. So I would start taking action towards the things that you want in your life with these 2 cards here. I would also say let go of your fears, let go of past heartbreak here, Claire. Yeah, the Lovers. I feel like you're moving towards new love this month, or moving towards something new. It doesn't have to be love with the 2 of Cups. It could be, or the Lovers. It could be anything. But that's what I would say to you, Claire. Aaron Sullivan, hello. Thank you for the super chat. A card for my job this week. You have the Ace of Swords, Truth, coming in for you. So I feel like, and a victory. So I like that. This could be justice. Like if you've been having problems at work with anybody, it could be justice at work or something like that. So Aaron, that looks really good. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, turnaround. I love this for you. Really good. Thank you, Aaron. Nikki, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Just one card, please. Whatever message, however you interpret it, I'll get it. You have the Devil, so I feel like you are working on yourself at this time. Nikki is what I would say to you. I feel like this is like the return of energy to your life, Nikki. It's like I feel like I don't even feel the devil, so I feel like the return of energy. I feel like you're more energetic. I feel like you're giving something energy as well. It's like you're going to be starting something new or kind of like reviving something or something like that. It's popping into my head. It doesn't feel like a rebirth though. It just feels like you're like putting energy into something that you're wanting to start. So that's what I would say to you here. But I like it. But I feel like you're giving something energy, and I feel like that's the most important thing. So you're like starting something new or getting something going. I like it. Thank you, Nikki. Karen Higgins, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Definitely, yes, you say, card for my side hustle. Is it worth it? Yes, no doubt about it. So, yes, is what I would say to you. 6 of Cups, happiness and success and good things coming in. So, yes, for sure, is what I'm going to say there. ABCF. That's not how the alphabet works, but you say here, thank you for the super chat. You say, will DJM commit to me? Yes, the Sun, the best card in the deck. So ABCF, thank you for the super chat. And I would say yes, the Sun, best card in the deck. Ace of Pentacles is a path to marriage. So yes, I feel like they will commit. Definitely. Yes, is what I'll say there. Love it. All right, I got to switch up decks here, people. And we will see what's going on. Gareth, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, card for this week. Launch, nothing, demoralized. Gareth, I would say don't give up on this. But Gareth, you have the 2 of Cups, perfect match in love or business. Page of Pentacles, something new. This could be like a new work offer, new business offer, something like that for you, Gareth. Yeah, Page of Cups could love offer. So there could be like a new love offer coming in this week. But 6 of Wands, I would say don't give up on anything you want. Because 6 of Wands is like a card of like difficulties, but it's also a card of success coming in. So I feel like there will be success coming in for you. Lauren, thank you for the super chat. You say, advice please on relationship with mom and how she's feeling towards me, the Fool, and the Nine of Wands. I feel like you need to, like, again, if you're not talking or whatever, the Fool would say somebody needs to take a leap of faith here to get this moving forward. So if you are not talking to her, then I would start talking to her with the Fool. The Fool says, like, take a leap of faith. Make this happen. The Nine of Wands is like a card of kind of like needing to put energy into the situation, I feel, for you. So yeah, that's what I would say to you. I feel like if you're having problems or you want this to move forward, I feel like you need to be the one. Yeah, I feel like she's being distant and cold, but maybe you both are, you know? So again, if you want to heal this, I would just say be the one to do it and move it forward is what I'd say there. But how is she feeling towards you? 6 of Swords. Yeah, 6 of Swords is a good card. Like, you know, it's a card of moving on to bigger and better things. Card of, like, going from choppy waters to successful waters. So that's what I would say to you there. Mendy, Mark, you got it. Mendy, for love, you have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you need to get out there and date, and Mendy, and I would also say that the 10 of Pentacles is like my favorite love card in the deck, because to me, it's a card of finding your treasure, finding someone who is very significant for you. Yeah, it could be a fire sign coming in for you. King of Wands could also just be somebody who's very passionate about you, Mendy, so I would just say get out there for sure. Miss Leo Scorpaqua, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Will my BF and I move in together early next year? I would say probably not early next year, but I feel like at some point, yes, is what I would say to you. Just like I said to the other person, I feel like don't rush this is what I would say to you. Everybody's so quick to move in with each other, but you know what? It's like after a couple of years of, you know, looking at their beard stubble all over the sink, it's like you're going to be like wishing that you didn't move in with them, right? Or after like 3 years of them sleeping like a starfish on your bed, like I do, you're not going to want to be moved in with them. So I always tell people, don't rush this stuff, right? Just have fun, you know, keep the mystery alive, you know, all that other stuff. It's like he doesn't, you know, like I said, keep the mystery alive for now, is what I'd say to you. I was about to get more detailed, but I don't need to. There you go. Thank you. Megan, thank you for the super chat. Hope you're doing well. Any cards or guidance for me? Yes, Ace of Pentacles, as always. So I feel like there is a lot of good stuff coming in for you. This could be money for sure. Eight of Pentacles, mastering a craft, Megan. Love this. This is very good for you for money. But Ace of Pentacles just says you could be on a path, you could be on a path financially with the Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles says that you are mastering a craft. So I feel like you are mastering something for the future, but definitely more money coming in. I love that. That is good. Empress, tons of abundance. You are very attractive this time as well, Megan, so get out there. But I feel like there's a ton of abundance coming in for you as well. Love it. That looks really good, Megan. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Well, yes, I would say. You said, will my friend Jeanette be able to keep her job? Yes. Wheel of Fortune is like a turn of events. So I would say yes is what I would say to you for sure. So yes. Sandy Rose, sleeping like a starfish is sleeping with your arms and legs out. Like, you know, like a starfish. You know what a starfish looks like? That's what sleeping like a starfish is. Vanessa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card in love for me, please. Judgment card. Rebirth in love. This could be someone trying to come back from your past. Here, Vanessa, is what I'd say to you. But I would say don't go back to the past. I feel like you need to move on to someone new. Yeah, Chariot. Chariot says you have a choice to make. So I would move on to someone new. Chariot says there is definitely love available to you, but you have to take control and get it. So that's what I'd say to you. Mispa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. If you have a question, Mispa, pop it in down below. I will be happy to answer it. All right, I think I'm all caught up, everybody. I'm not sure, actually. Hold on. Irina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Irina. You say here, someone promised something. Will they deliver? Yes, definitely, Irina. 9 of Cups. So, yes, is what I would say to you. 9 of Cups is fulfillment and a wish, is what I'd say there. Ace of Swords, victory, justice, good yes. So that's what I would say to you. No doubt about it. Aqua Goddess Woman, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. That's one hell of a name. So, okay. Let's refresh this again and see. Did Mispa ever pop her question in here? I don't think so. No. I don't think so. Gareth, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, when will EVT take off? I don't want love. Sorry. I feel like you need to be patient here. Gareth is what I'd say. 7 of Pentacles. High Priestess. There's a lot of potential here. High Priestess is a card of potential, but 7 of Pentacles is like planting seeds. You know, it's like harvest. So you're like waiting for a harvest. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles is success, and it does say you have to find the resources to get it to take off, basically. So I think you need to make some sort of decision here. 9 of Pentacles. This looks really good for you here, Gareth, but I feel like it may be more work or needing to find more resources to get things kind of like moving forward here. So that's what I would say to you. But when, I have no clue. I don't trust any psychic that claims they can tell when something is going to happen. So, you know, the universe doesn't wear a watch, but I don't think you'll be waiting long, is what I'd say to you there, Gareth. Mispa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, went to court on October 2nd and was really hoping for justice on money owed to me by defaulting ex, but it was anticlimactic. A lawyer did not do anything for me. Judge seemed unaware of urgency. Will there be justice is my question. Queen of Cups, yeah, I would say yes to you, Mispa. So yes, for sure, is what I'd say here. Queen of Cups is like a card of a change in direction. How crazy is it? I've been saying since the beginning of the year, if you're involved in something legal, there will be delays. I mean, I've said this like since literally January 1st, I think. So I've been saying this forever, that there will be delays in legal matters. I can't explain it. To me, it's Chris's crappy astrology. To me, it's just like an intuitive feeling I've had since the beginning of the year. And like, look at how many people have had delays in legal matters, like, but be up, you know, above and beyond what would normally happen. There are always delays in legal matters, but, you know, it just seems like above and beyond. So that's what I would say to you here. But yeah, I feel like you need to be patient, but I feel like you will get what you are owed for sure. These are all good cards. King of Pentacles, money. So yes, to answer your question, for sure. Ash, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Sorry to hear about that. You say card for love. I feel like you need to take control in love. I feel like you need to open up more with the Queen of Swords. A little bit independent you know, the Queen of Swords. It's like a little bit too self-sufficient, not allowing someone into your life. But 2 Wands says take the lead, take control, and get out there. It's a card that says be bold. 10 of Cups, I don't know. I feel like whenever I get cards like 10 of Cups, it's like basically saying there's no reason for you to be single. You know, because 10 of Cups is, like, can represent people being attracted to you in general. A lot of people can also represent dating. It can say there's a ton of opportunities for you to date and all that other stuff as well. So I would get out there is what I'd say to you. But really good for love. I feel like there's like multiple people that would date you. 8 of Swords, you're keeping yourself trapped unnecessarily. So put yourself on Tinder is what I'd say to you, or something. I feel like there's plenty of people available to you, for you. All right. I think I'm all caught up, everybody. So put your questions in down below. Haley, coworker that's envious, narcissist. I would say yes, but I would just avoid them, is what I say. This is card of boundaries, so I would just put up boundaries in that situation, is what I would say to you. Sheila, you say, will Jay ever communicate and finally commit? I would say yes, is what I'd say to you, so yes. Mark, thank you. And Mark, look at this. 4 Wands in the Hierophant. For you, Mark, are you getting married? From a distance, Mark, is what I'm going to say to you. That's pretty crazy. So we both, that's like, how many times have we had the same card? Like, at least 3 times, I think, right? Somewhere around there. Firestarter, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my kids and I be happy in our new house? You have the Devil and the Queen of Wands. I would say yes to you. I just want to pull one more card. I would say yes. Ace of Cups. This to me would say that, like, it's funny because I said this last night, that if we make some sort of change, maybe it doesn't blow our minds. Maybe it's not like a mind-blowing happiness, but I feel like you will. So yes, in the Ace of Cups, happiness. So yeah, I feel like you'll be happy. This is card of fulfillment and happiness for sure. All right. Carrie Kennedy, will I find what I'm... Carrie, you say, I would say yes. I feel like you will find what you're looking for. Yes. Rosie, I feel like you need to get out of your head, but King of Swords, I feel like you'll do better tomorrow. Maybe not as great as you want still, but better. Christina Nava, thank you for the super chat after my dad banned you. Sorry about that. You say, hydrate, I need it. You say, will my love interest make an effort to communicate with me? Tower, 10 of Swords. You say, I feel like I'm the only one initiating contact. I feel like you need to date. I would say no, if I'm being honest with you at this point, with these 2 cards. I don't like these 2 cards. The Tower, 10 of Swords, that would be like no, needing to move on. The world would say there are plenty of people for you to date, so I would get out there. Hangman, yeah. Hangman says don't keep yourself stuck in this situation. 7 of Wands. He could be too closed down at this time. That doesn't mean that won't change in the future, Christina, but right now, he could just be a little bit too closed off. It's like you're the only one making contact. So that's what I would say to you there. So, yeah. That's that. Michelle Kelly, why do I keep meeting Libras? Who knows, right? Why do I keep meeting Aries? And every Pisces I know keeps meeting Aries. So, I don't know. Actually, I haven't met one in a long time, but that's what I'd say to you. So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you're just attracted to them. Hi, my name is Teresa. Hello. Can you tell me my permanent job that I have will be a lifetime? 5 of Cups. 7 of Cups, I would say yes if you want it. So, yes. Sheila, I answered your question, and the answer was yes. That he would definitely commit, for sure. No doubt about it. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to cut this off here tonight. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. Remember, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the weekly readings will be uploaded. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it, and have a good night.